They're tackling two major issues. So one of them, of course, is the homelessness issue here in America, a huge, huge problem for our nation. It's estimated more than 610,000 people don't have a home. Each one of them with a father, a mother, siblings, aunties, uncles, family members who love them but may have lost touch. One man is trying to reconnect the homeless with their loved ones, and he's doing it one video at a time.
Chris, I miss you and can't wait to see you, and I'm sorry for everything I've done. I just want you back in my life. I hope that you give me a call and I could be able to see you. I love you and I miss you very much, and I'm clean. I'm not doing drugs or anything. Love you, and I hope I see you soon.
What a beautiful message. Kevin Adler founded Miracle Messages to get these postcard messages from homeless people to their families. In just a few years, Miracle Messages has connected dozens of families, and the connections are pretty incredible.
I hear him coming down the hall, yeah.
We made it happen. We made it happen, buddy. God love you, son.
Kevin steps away and lets the magic unfold. Joining me now, Kevin Adler from Miracle Messages. I don't know about you, but I'm sure you've seen that message 1,000 times, but I'm sure it still gets you. What you're doing is extraordinary, Kevin.
Thank you, Michaela. And it's something that not only am I doing, but we have a great team. Jessica Day is with me full time, and we have thousands of volunteers across the world who have reached out wanting to start Miracle Messages chapters in their town. So it's more than just a man, it's a movement, yeah.
Well, we like a good movement. We really do here on our show. So talk to me about this. I understand it sort of grew out of your own personal connection to homelessness. I understand you have a late uncle that was homeless for a long period of time. And you started this sort of as a Christmas project.
Yeah, that's right. So Uncle Mark was on and off the streets for 30 years, suffered from schizophrenia, but I never saw him as a homeless man any more than I'd look at you, Michaela, as a housed person. You know, he was just my beloved uncle. And so it struck me after he passed away, why was it that Uncle Mark would be seen by society as defined by what he's lacking in terms of his physical needs, while I knew him as my beloved uncle? And so I took a walk down Market Street in San Francisco and asked every homeless person I met if they'd like to leave a holiday message for a family member or friend that they hadn't seen in a while. I met a man named Jeffrey who hadn't seen his family in 22 years. He recorded a video. I didn't know what to do with it, so I took it on Facebook, posted it on the Facebook group connected to his hometown. Within 20 minutes, his sister was tagged in the post, shared hundreds of times, liked thousands of times. And when I talked to his sister, not only had they been out of touch for 22 years, he had been a missing person for 12 years. And now that story has repeated itself across the world multiple times, and 40% of the reunions have led to stable housing or living with family again.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah,
so when people say, we got to get rid of this homeless problem, you can't just keep shuffling people from one place to another, is maybe find a way to connect them with home. This is incredible. Now, we should point out, Kevin, not everybody wants to be reconnected. How do you manage that?
Sure. So we offer this as an opportunity. You know, I believe everyone has the right to make their own decision and say if they want to record a miracle message to someone they love. And then it's equally the right of the family or the loved one to say whether they want to receive it or not. We have found that about 90% of the messages that we've delivered are positively received. So 9 out of 10 times, folks are really excited to reconnect. But occasionally that's not the case. And so this isn't about trying to just restore relationships from scratch. It takes a lot of time and effort. But we want to help our homeless neighbors take that first step.
Yeah, and I like the way you remind us that we shouldn't think of people about whether they have a home or not. I mean, we're just humans, and we need to remind each other of that. Okay, so maybe there's somebody out there right now, Kevin, who is missing a family member and wishing they could reconnect with them, and they are concerned that they may be on the streets looking for a way home. What do you say to them?
You know, it's probably what I would say to all folks who ask us, what can I do when I see a person who's on the streets? And I think the first thing that we need to do is change our perception from seeing someone as homeless Joe or Jane to seeing them as somebody. And that simple act makes a huge difference in the time that we spend with them, the connection that we try to build. And then from there, it's about forming relationships, connecting them, and then of course, if they're wanting to reconnect to a family member or friend, going to miraclemessages.org or on Facebook, we'd be happy, or some of our volunteers would be happy to be part of that process.
Kevin, I think this is incredible what you're doing. Thank you so much, and hopefully people will reach out to Miracle Messages and you can reconnect more people that want to be reunited.
Our goal is 1%.
What a delight to speak with you.
1% of the world's homeless population by 2021. So we'd love your help and your
All right, I like
viewers'
that
help as
goal.
well. Thank you, Michaela.
All right. My pleasure. Really, it was my privilege as well. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.